Yeah.
Wait, I need you to tell me these projects because we haven't talked and I've been so out of the loop. Tell me about these projects. I'm so excited for you.
Okay, so Headgear, it'll monitor my temperature through contact instead of visually. So it'll be way more consistent, I hope. And monitor my heart rate built into the headset so that I don't have to like have my heart rate separately tracked. Because that's also an oximeter, I'm gonna see what I can do. If I can get anything useful out of the oximeter data to like check my blood oxygenation, right? Because blood oxygen levels, like they do correlate with stress in a kind of a fun way. So, but like also it's not really that useful probably. So then the other thing that I want is proximity downward so that I can tell how far my shoulders are so that my shrug can be tracked way better. Because right now my shrug is like...
Cute.
Like you can kind of see it, but it's not super noticeable. But I think that'll be fun. And then the drone project is Evil wanted her body to be a drone with swords that shoots ice cream. I'm just gonna buy like a pre-made drone basically because there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. I have the part that shoots ice cream basically working. I want to make it out of prettier parts before I can before I do it. But then I just have to mount it on a drone that can carry that much weight, which is not that much weight. It mostly just depends on how much ice cream you load in. And then I gotta figure out how to put swords on it, like what that looks like. But yeah, then it should be basically ready.
Does the ice cream have to shoot out of the swords, or is it like...
No. They're just also there. It just shoots ice cream, has swords, and...
That's pretty wicked. Does it have to be like real swords? Do you think she would, you know, if it was like plastic swords, would she be okay with it? Or is she like...
Yeah, I was gonna do plastic swords. I think a plastic sword is a real sword, first of all, you know? I feel like sword is about form rather than material, but...
Well, I mean, I feel like you can't really do a lot of damage with a plastic sword.
You can, dude.
Well, not as much as a metal sword.
Here's the thing is like, this drone both needs to fly, maybe shouldn't kill anyone. I was gonna give it like cute little cocktail swords, and I was gonna give it the ability to like with them, like kind of emote with them. I thought that would be cute.
Oh, that's so cute. I thought you meant like to shoot the little cocktail swords out.
No, oh, that's awesome though.
I am an adult, right? But I like to buy silly little toys. There's this little guy that I bought. It's like a little Minecraft dude. If you click him, he like shoots a little thing out of his mouth. But it could be like something tiny like that. You can like somehow load it up and then it can fire. And then she'll still have like swords, but then they'll be like plastic. I think that could still do damage though, actually, if it's like even a little bit pointy.
I mean, this is always the thing is like, I don't know. I'm willing to do dumber stuff than I think Vedal is. I think he has better judgment, and I think he's like a better content creator. And so every time I'm like, what if swords? He's like, what if not a lawsuit? What if we don't have a lawsuit? And I think that's really fair.
What if like little foam sword? Does that exist?
Yeah, little foam swords exist. Yeah. I thought the cocktail swords would be cute, but I think foam swords are also cute. I don't know. This could go a lot of directions. I feel like the swords is probably the technically easiest part of this, and that'll be like my dessert, you know? Once I get everything else working, then we get little swords happening.
Dude, I'm so excited. I want this to be something I offer all the time. If there's ever anything at all that you think you need help with and that I could somehow provide, please hit me up. Please let me know. I can try to cook. Also, because now I'm full time, I'm like, I have so much time. So
thank you so